Insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. Unknown and no is not from Albert Einstein. Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing? I was kind of looking in some of the stuff with Hillary Clinton. I usually check up. It seems to be getting closer to that time, isn't it? Okay, let me start with my usual. Donations, you can always donate via Bitcoin or Vertcoin. You can check the transactions that I've ever had on Bitcoin by going to the blockchain. I've had 2 transactions coming out of my GoFundMe going into Susie Dawson's Bitcoin address when she needed it. And of course, there's nothing here for Vertcoin. If you want, you can donate via Google Super Chat. Google takes a big chunk of it, but still there's something there for me at least. PayPal.me, I've set that up on September 22nd, 2019. If you do donate via PayPal.me and on Google Super Chat, because most of the time I either read out or you're able to see the chat when you chat when I'm at this point and I'm not really presenting anything. You can usually see the super chats there, or if you just review the live stream at a different time. And of course, my thank yous in the first video of the month, which I will disclose the amount for that month and the total really from all the months really. Done so far in PayPal.me this month, just so you know. Okay, so let's get on with it. I made predictions a long ways back. This one was the formal run in July 14th, 2018. Hillary Clinton would run in 2020 and win. This is back in July 14th in 2018. But I called it informally in 2016 after she lost to Donald Trump. Thought she'll run again in 2020. I said in 2017. I said in early 2018 this time. I'm also going to say that she'll win. You can also listen here.
I think she's going to run in 2020. What do you guys think?
Me too. I hear Joe Biden.
Yeah, and so other people thought she was too. Surely, heard Joe Biden was going to run. And yeah, Joe Biden is running. He's running out is what is going on. I don't make very many predictions. The only other prediction I've really made is NASA's Project Artemis. You can, again, all my links are in the description box on YouTube and on Steemit, as well as Vim.tv. Now, all my material, findings, whatever, is always free. You don't get any special privileges by donating or whatever. That's just the way I go. So there's no transcripts, so you can't really. It's gonna be hard to play that back. And then so today for Moon to Mars, NASA's Artemis program, NASA video, you can go ahead and watch that. There was 1,038 views. 92 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down, and 1 comment, which was me. Prediction: man dies en route to moon, while woman survives. No man survived Artemis in Greek mythology. Space would be deemed too dangerous. Instead, all missions will be unmanned, especially to Mars. Funny, space being so dangerous, even though no one has died in space in all the crewed missions to the moon from 1968 to 1972. 10 missions in total. So, there's not much that I predict. I mean, I would say that most it's just a good logical guess. Another thing to, well, you can always look up what's going on with Hillary Clinton with news. I mean, she's very popular. If we even do 2020, you know, everyone's warning her not to run. Don't run, Hillary. Don't run. Republicans are going, run, run, run. Donald Trump's going, run. Everyone else is going, no, don't run, don't run. And just like every other time, basically the lesser of two evils. Well, Biden, unfortunately for Joe Biden's not going to last. Then that just pretty much means it's going to be either Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders, and no one that's a Democrat likes that idea. I think Republicans love that idea, but they don't like either of them. So basically, non-voters, non-designated voters, I think they're probably going to be like, yeah, I'm not for socialists, etc. The people who don't like Trump, that are more right, I'd say conservative, I don't think they're going to ever vote Bernie or Elizabeth Warren. And then, well, Bernie, I think, had a good chance in 2016, but he didn't run with it, and there's just a lot of problems with him now. But hey, people have short memories. They're gonna, you know, go for him again. Remember that saying, the quote of the day: insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. Yeah. Hillary Clinton's advisor, Felipe Reines, appeared on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox Wednesday night to keep the door open to a late entry by Clinton in the 2020 race. Caught my eye. Here's the key bit from Reines. She ran for president because she thought she would be the best president. If she still thought that now, if she thought she had the best odds of beating Donald Trump, I think she would think a lot about it long and hard. This is a huge if, but if she were to jump in for whatever reason and the party has moved someplace that she hasn't, then she won't get the votes. That's the point of the primary. There are still 19 people. There are a few that are in double digits if she were to run, and people say she's too left, too right, too center. That's the beauty of it. They get to vote against whatever they want. She's not running because she has any anxiety about the Democratic field. She really likes a lot of the people running. She knows them well. She thought about some of them for her vice presidency. There might even be a reason that she would be the best person not only to beat Donald Trump, but to govern after Donald Trump. Another thing, you can do a search for most votes for president in order. Now, this is just by popular vote, not by electoral college, and we're going to go by the popular vote. Right, and the most ever has been Barack Obama, where he got almost 69.5 million votes in 2008, and he got the second most amount of votes in 2012, although it was a bit lower at 69, almost 67 or 66 million votes. Well, they didn't put in Hillary Clinton, but so Donald Trump, who won, although he had less votes than Hillary Clinton, you know, you can see that Hillary Clinton won. So Donald Trump won, but he had less than almost 3 million votes than Hillary Clinton in the popular vote. So the person who has had the most votes aside from Barack Obama in the presidential election has been Hillary Clinton. I mean, even though it's not about the amount of popular votes, still, I mean, she's been tested and she's had results. It wasn't a win, but do you think Elizabeth Warren is going to get 63 million votes? You think Bernie Sanders is going to get 63 million votes? Jill Stein, who ran 2016 when people didn't want to vote for the lesser of two evils, Jill Stein barely got 1.5 million votes. So people who were kind of leftist back then couldn't even garner enough votes to get her the 10% or 10 million votes she needed to make it for 2020. Another thing, Slicey Slicer. Bruh, you voted for Trump? No, I voted for Jill Stein. But I'm not going to vote in 2020. I'm not going to vote ever again, really. At least not at the national level. I don't even know about the state level. I don't think so. Maybe local. Who knows? I'm more of a, what do you call that? I can't even remember the term anymore. But anyways, that's all I got to say about that. But something that people always seem to forget about, and that's because, well, no one watches my stuff. That's okay. Is so electoral national popular vote legislation. Let's see. I think all right, so, and I've shown people this before, and again, please come on in if you want. You can always join via the description box for Zoom. It's not much has changed. So basically, there needs to be a couple of states where they pass legislation where if someone wins by popular vote, well then that state will push their electoral votes towards the person with the most popular votes, and not necessarily the ones who got the who won by the electoral votes. And you get this great breakdown with green in case that the national popular vote bill has been enacted into law. And again, these are all the big states except for Texas and Florida. Orange indicates passage by one legislative chamber, and it's going to be more of the blue versus red. So if you're a Democrat and blue versus the Republicans in red, well, there hasn't been ever, as far as at least the last century, where a Republican had more national, well, I could be wrong. Let's just say last 5 or 6 presidencies where the Republican had the more votes total than the Democratic candidate. It's been a long while. Let's just say that. Maybe half century. Who knows? Orange indicates passage by one legislative chamber. So everything that's in orange they're very close to switching sides. And again, if you tally up the numbers, 27, 38, 45, 51, 66, and 70. So if all the orange states, they switch over and pass it, well, we're now only 4 electoral votes away from enacting a national vote, national popular vote, winning the presidency. Yellow indicates passage by both legislative chambers. That's Nevada. Now that's actually closer to orange, but Nevada is a weird instance because it got shut down. So anyways, that gets you to 76. So if you include Nevada, and there you go, 76 states out of the 74 additional that needed to be made, and you've got the national popular vote enacted. And that doesn't even count for the blue, where they just had a hearing by at least one legislative committee. So these blue, light bluish states, they're probably not going to go ahead and change it. There's still a couple of details where you can always click on it and see, like Colorado is enacted into law, but subject to statewide vote in November 2020. So even if they made a special clause where Colorado will kind of vote during that time. I don't know exactly what will happen there. So basically, do they go back into the polls, or when they're actually voting in the polls, do they have like a little checkbox saying if this president wins in 2020 via the national popular vote, does your vote go to this person, or does it go to this person? I think they might do it that way. What else? We could look around in the news. I mean, it's just everywhere. It's just a lot. Like Hillary Clinton at 44.2 million results to Joe Biden. Joe Biden's got a lot. No one seems to. I think. Man, where's his support from the mainstream media? I don't really see it. You would think at least someone would have like some support. It's kind of neutral, which is weird. At least in 2016, like the mainstream media was all wild about Hillary running. Polls, Elizabeth Warren jumps to 7-point lead over Joe Biden. And unhinged rant about Joe Biden con tape after Rudy Giuliani stepped in or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's the one who's invoking Obama, and there's this whole thing about, well, you invoke Obama and everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, that president, the president we liked, even though Democrats seem to have liked Barack Obama despite all his not so good stuff he did. Deportations, wars, droning, really hitting hard, whistleblowers, and a whole bunch of stuff. Building up big banks, Obamacare. Oh man, isn't there a lot? Hey Shirley, how's it going? Shirley, always good to have you. All right, Shirley. Grant Jarvis says, think they want Warren. Shirley Vick, they're rigging the polls again. Repeat of 2016. Hey, Captain Will. So, Shirley, you should come on. I haven't heard you in a while. Let me know what your thoughts on 2020 is. It does look like Hillary Clinton made a big splash when she kind of accused Tulsi Gabbard of being groomed by the Russians, but I think I heard on the news that they're trying to retract it and saying that she was being groomed by the Republicans and not by the Russians. Oh yeah, let's see. Shirley says Obama weaponized all our intelligence agencies. Yeah, but I think a lot of that stuff was weaponized already. However, I think what he did was he put into the agencies, the intelligence agencies, a lot of people who would support corruption. Pretty much whoever was in the office that's planned, right? And Trump, he got rid of their swamp to put in his own swamp. And the thing is, another thing people don't realize is, well, not just people in the cabinet, but also people within the intelligence agencies, where if you're president, you get to appoint whoever it is. And you know what? They want their insiders, people who cabinet members and intelligence members, they want those appointments made again, just so they're protected when something happens again, just like Hillary Clinton's protected. All the shady stuff that happened with Hillary Clinton, the mainstream media is saying, "Oh, look, she's cleared of every wrongdoing." There's those emails, just like Bernie Sanders said, I don't want to talk about no damn emails. That is a freaking lie. I heard the podcast. Obama made it worse. I wouldn't disagree with you, Shirley. Tulsi basically quits 1 week after she spoke truth. And there's Shirley. There's thoughts where Tulsi Gabbard might run a third party. The thing is, I don't think the Green Party really. I don't know if they'll accept her. But I don't know who's running for the Green Party. Maybe the Libertarian Party. I don't know. I don't know about the Libertarian Party. But let's look. That's why we're here. And I'll just go to Green Party 2020. And how about the Libertarian Party? Actually, that's probably good. Presidential 2020. Let's see who's coming in. Oh, hey, Shirley. Come on in a minute. Awesome. Let's see. The Green Party won't be selecting. It says here. Well, the Green Party won't be selecting our presidential nominee until July of 2020. The race for the 2020 Green Party presidential nomination has already begun. Published the documentation for those seeking our nomination. They are Roland Girono, Selim Curry, Howie Hikins, Dario Hunter, Dennis Lambert, David Ruld, Ian Schlackman, and Chad Wilson. Chad Wilson? Is that... What? Oh, boy. Damn. Best of luck for you, Chad. I hope you win it. Damn. That's funny. I was gonna say I never heard of these people before, but Chad Wilson. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. All right, that's the Green Party. Libertarian Party. Well, hopefully they don't show any videos of Chad and me. Let's go. 2020 Libertarian Party presidential primaries. Meet the 2020. Let's go. Meet the 2020 Libertarian candidates by 71republic.com. Kevin D'Amato, Adam Kokesh. Kind of sounds familiar. Arvin Vora, John McAfee. Is that from like the McAfee? Oh, isn't John McAfee? Didn't John McAfee have some type of like felony or something like that? Let me see. I don't know. Let's go Google. John McAfee. Didn't he have like a what do you call it? Arrested? Charges? Well, he was arrested in Dominican Republic. But there's other stuff about John McAfee, but who knows? That could just Well, he's also another millionaire. It's just interesting. Kim Ruff. I do not know. Benjamin Leader. No, Dan Behrman. Christopher Marks. William Hurst. Nope, I don't recognize any of these names. Let's see. Declared candidates. Max Abramson, Ken Armstrong, Dan Behrman, Soraya Foss, Joe Jorgensen, M. Kokesh, Sean McAfee, Herman Spring. Ah, that's funny. I like that. People who withdrew. Oh, I guess Christopher Marks withdrew. Seriously, I don't really know much, but the one who I do seem to recognize, John McAfee, well, it's just weird. And they have some... Max Abramson used like the Back to the Future logo. John McAfee, is that kind of logo for McAfee? I don't know, but it looks very... It looks kind of like V from that TV show. Remember that? Yeah. Well, let's look at the chat. Oh, Grant Jarvis, he didn't pay taxes. Oh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Cyrus Mystorious didn't get in trouble in Belize. Grant Jarvis, at moment he lives on yacht on run from U.S. arrest. Cyrus Mystorious with the machine gun toting bride. Really? I didn't know about that. Let's just see what they have on John McAfee. British American computer businessman. Twitter, Wikipedia. Let's see what he tweets. Entrepreneur candidate and fugitive. That's interesting. Well, let's see what he has to say since no one else is here.
People have created, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, Monero, and on down the line. You don't have to use them. Understand? I mean, the government can say you must use the US dollar crypto coin and nothing else. Who cares what they say? They have said for 75 years, you may not smoke weed. I'm sorry, that didn't work. From 1920 to 1933, they said you can't drink alcohol. That didn't work. You cannot legislate what a large percentage of the population wishes to do. Just can't be done. I mean, you can certainly legislate and enforce bank robberies, you name it. That's a small minority.
But then why do you think that LBRY is going, if what you're saying is correct, okay, and you cannot legislate certain new technologies, yet the people in charge of those, like Mark Zuckerberg, are still going to the regulators and asking them to find a way to regulate this new digital coin?
Well, because through regulation, you get connected to the powers within governments. And by that connection, you get all of the gravy, for God's sake. That doesn't mean you have to do it. I didn't do it. I created something that can't be shut down. Did I ask a regulator? Fuck no, I had none of their business. This technology came from the people and must stay with the people. Please, God, see that.
You know what? The thing is, when I heard a lot about John McAfee, it was all through the mainstream media, right? So I don't trust the mainstream media. John McAfee, I like him, right? Let's see. What do you guys think? That's kind of more important, isn't it? It's basically what he has to say while I'm just kind of logging in so I can use the lights out version. All right, there we go. I guess I might as well follow him and see what else he has to say. Although I mean, one thing is he's more well known. That's another problem, right? We always seem to go with the people who have more notoriety. All right, hold on, give me a second. I'm going to hide the zoom so you guys can't really see. Shirley, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I can't complain. Well, I could complain, but I don't. How are you doing? How's grandmotherhood part 2.0?
I'm fine. The girl getting bigger though.
Yeah.
And the new techniques they have for these babies today, I'm not understanding it medically. I'm not understanding it.
Oh, I had a question for you, Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
If you had free health care.
I have it now, right now.
Yeah, I know. But if in order to have the free health care, you had to take flu shots every year or twice a year.
Oh, not in state of Pennsylvania, because I wouldn't take it.
No, I know. I'm saying if they enacted health care for all, free health care, but in order to do so, you had to take 2 flu shots a year, and just stuff like that.
I wouldn't get the damn flu shot then. I won't get health care.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'll stay alive.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, I have a feeling if they do pass free health care for all, they're going to mandate something like that, right?
No, they shouldn't.
I know they shouldn't.
All that health care plan that Obama passed, that wasn't nothing but from Hillary Clinton when Bill was president. I'll never forget that plan. I said, man, she going to charge people they don't get the health care? That's the same plan.
Yeah. Didn't Obama push for like universal health care, and when he was president 2008 to 2010, the Democrats held I'm
trying to think of that former senator because he's a medical lobbyist now. Oh, God, he had blonde hair. Oh, shoot. Trying to remember his name. He came in the meeting and said, forget that universal health care. And that's when it got changed.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Democrats held both the Senate, the House, and the presidency from 2008 to 2010. And they didn't pass any health care. They could have passed
nothing, Congress.
Yeah.
Do nothing. Well, the whole 8 years Obama was in there, we know what they were doing. They was in there planning a damn coup against Trump. That's all. Because they really ain't do nothing for the American people.
Yeah.
I was done with him when he first went in office, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that Citibank? Is that Geithner? Sumner? What the fuck? They all picked this cabinet. And I told my husband, I was like, I don't think I can vote for him again. He's like, come on, give him a try. He only got one more term, and he ain't got nothing to lose. Well, they were busy cooking up this coup for Trump.
What do you think of Trump so far? What are the things that you like about Trump and what you don't
like
about
Trump? He don't bite his goddamn tongue. He don't bite his tongue. And that's what I like about him. And he exposed both parties. He destroyed both. He destroyed both of them.
Yeah, well, I don't think he really destroyed the Republican Party. He got the Republican Party... Eric, how you doing?
Eric here?
Yep, Eric just got in.
Hello.
Hey, Eric.
How you been, Eric?
I've been doing pretty good. How about yourselves?
Great.
Great. Yeah, I love him because, and then they don't give him credit for things he passed. And it's just like every day on the news, Trump. I'm like, Jesus Right.
Yeah. They're re-elevating and re-escalating Trump yet again.
Yeah. And if the hussy jumps in the race, which would be undemocratic, because she really ain't fight again to get voters. If they cheat and she gets and wins, there's going to be civil unrest with Trump supporters in this country. I believe it.
I highly doubt that Hillary Clinton will win.
But you do think she's going to run?
I hope not.
I hope not either, but you know what? Here's one thing. She would just only be in it for the money anyway.
Well, she hardly raising money now.
True. Nobody
really touching her.
Well, I think she'll raise a lot of money if she does decide to run. I mean, there was one news report where there are people waiting to donate large sums of money to Hillary if she decides to run. And a lot of people...
Is that true? Is that propaganda?
Could be.
They do... Yeah, because they still doing the polls the same way. Just like all of a sudden Biden up top, Warren second, 33rd. I'm like, they doing it again. 2016 repeat.
Yeah, basically, if they're doing the repeat, they're just they do the repeat, they're just gonna hand Trump on a golden platter.
Yeah, because from 2016 and for 2020, Bernie Sanders is the only candidate that could beat Trump. The only one. The real polls I saw.
True.
And that Nate Silver, he's a joke.
Oh, of course, Nate Silver's a joke anyway. He's laughable.
And I guess when Trump wins in 2020, they'll say, oh, the Ukraine helped them. Then we're gonna have Ukraine gate this. This is just ridiculous.
Yep. They're just gonna go and pick another country and be like, hey, we're going to go and blame this country because we have nothing better else to do than just keep blaming and pointing the finger instead of actually blaming themselves.
Wait a minute. No, but mainstream news was talking about Biden and his son, and they was like, they talked about the stuff that he did. It's nothing wrong with that helping his son out. I think a lot of politicians do. And also Pelosi's son is out there doing some shenanigans. They all corrupt down there. All of them.
Exactly.
And I'm sick of them talking about Elijah Cummings was a civil rights leader. Hell no, he wasn't. What has he fucking done for black folks? I'm glad Trump called him out about his district. You up there fighting for immigrants with a stern voice. When you talk about us being locked up or killed by cops, you talk so calm, cool, and collected. And talking about how the immigrants live in that condition. I mean, he was furious about how the immigrants live in that condition. But you don't talk like that about your own people. And them black folks standing in Baltimore said, thank you, Trump, for calling him out. That is rodents running in the street, trash all piled up, not being picked up in certain areas. That's crazy. And he's fighting for some damn immigrants.
Yeah, they want to export. They want to go and export votes instead of actually, having voters from here.
Yeah, they want to. No, they really want to replace black folks. Because now we're talking about we're not going to vote for them. They're not talking about American descendants of slaves and reparations. So they're trying to deflect from that, and they want to keep fighting. They fought for everybody else, the LGBTQ. Then they add some letters to that too, and they fight for immigrants. They fought for DACA. But when it comes to us, it's not time. We don't need to talk about it. This has been going on for decades.
Yeah, they're just using them as a voter block for their wedge issues.
Yep.
Because they're like, oh, we're going to claim the care for, this set of group of people and that set of group of people, but we're just using them for votes anyway, so we could just, you know, keep continuing on the fucking shenanigans of it all.
But my thing is, a lot of Latinos are Catholic and they vote Republican. And in Florida, Trump got a lot of the Latino voters to vote for him. So I don't know what they're trying to do. It may backfire on them.
Yeah, the thing is, Hillary Clinton's kind of has a bad rap with the Hispanic demographic, at least in the Caribbean area side, Puerto Rico.
Oh, hell yeah. Haiti.
Also Haiti as well.
Haiti.
So
I had fun with an Uber driver from Haiti. He was like, "Yeah, I can't stand them Clintons. They took our money."
Yeah, and they spent it all on that fucking lousy brat's wedding.
Oh, her ugly ass wedding. Mm.
But the Puerto Rico doesn't count with the electoral votes. I think it may count for popular vote, but I think it's mostly for like the primaries where Puerto Rico counts, like the ones who are.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. That's a shame. I'm like, well, why they just doing it that way? They need to change it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. I just, you know, it's just let's say Bernie Sanders gets in and he somehow beats Donald Trump and he enacts Medicare or healthcare for all. Do you think, well, one, do you think that the Senate and House will pass it? And two, because they have to. And two, do you think that they're going to make sure that it runs so well that just because they're such good people, they want to make it work for everyone? Or do you think they'll make it so bureaucratically messy that they're going to say, look, Bernie Sanders tried Medicare, healthcare for all. It didn't work, so we're never going to do that again. I think that's what I think is going to happen if he does win and healthcare for all works or gets passed. They're going to make it work so badly that that's what they're going to say.
Well, the thing is, the deep state has control of our goddamn government now. That's why Trump be flip-flopping. I'm taking the troops out of Syria. They about to go crazy. What do you mean you're taking the troops out of Syria? Well, why not? And then he turned around and say something else different. The deep state, they just have control of the government, and Eisenhower warned about that. He said, don't let the military-industrial complex take over the whole government. They got control of it.
Yeah.
They legislated for that to happen.
Yeah, but so do you think?
I mean, I think Bernie has good intentions, but he get in there just like at the convention. He came out with that mark on his damn face. Yeah, but it's like it's really scary.
I don't know. You've survived quite well, Shirley. Same with all of us. And
yeah, I'm not suicidal. I don't have depression. I'm happy and I'm fine.
Same with me. And
same here.
same with Eric. It's funny how we had to repeat that, huh?
Yeah, it is. It could be anybody. Look at Sean Lucas. He was just the process server for the DNC lawsuit. He did. And what's his name? Oh, God.
There's a lot of people, remember?
No, what's that guy named? No, the one that gave Julian the DNC files. Oh, man, my name.
Seth Rich.
Yeah, that's it. Seth Rich. I knew it was with an S, but I didn't want to say Sean.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they had that DNC operative still with his family to watch what they be saying to people.
Obvious that fucking DNC.
I mean, because people like, oh, well, shoot, like, the Republicans are corrupt too. And I'm like, yeah, we know that. We know how the Republicans are.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The Democrats, they just got exposed. And now they don't give a damn. They ain't even hiding it now. They're not hiding it.
It seems like no one's hiding it these days.
No. But I'm telling you, yesterday I should watch this dude YouTube channel, Kip Simpson. We don't sit down doing shows once in a blue moon, but he always break his story. Every goddamn week or every couple of days, there's some Democrat getting busted and indicted. Mayors, governors, for corruption.
Yeah. But the thing is, there's people who are just on autopilot. That's the problem. Your husband is one example, right? We talked about.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's, and look, we probably tried a lot to wake people up since 2016. How many people do you think we woke up?
I don't think I don't think a whole lot has woke up.
No.
But what Bill Maher said in his comedy skit, a lot of Americans are stupid. And he's right about that. They are. They lost their critical thinking after Trump got elected. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They have lost their critical thinking.
What are your thoughts, Eric? Do you think people have woken up since 2016?
I'll
take that as a no.
I wouldn't even know. But you know, both sides have lost their goddamn fucking minds. They really
they lost their critical thinking. They're not thinking.
Hey, so what are your thoughts on any libertarian candidates or Green Party candidates so far?
Well, the Green Party is done. They try to join up with the Democrats.
They did?
Then they trying to blend in with the Democrat, the Democratic Party. I just saw an interview with Jill Stein. She's not going to run for anything.
Yeah.
But she responded to what Hillary said about her being a Russian asset. I'm like, Hillary sounds crazy saying this shit. She really do. I'm like, she needs a psychologist.
No, because every time she talks to a psychologist, the psychologist has to go see another psychologist.
And then there's this Tulsi Gabbard, who's a war veteran and still a current veteran. That was wrong. She got called out for the Democrats. That's when they came out and said, oh, it was the Republicans. They had lying asses because I heard the podcast. And she did not mention no damn Republicans. They couldn't stand her since she left that high seat she had and went to support Bernie in 2016. You know, and like somebody asked Judge Joe Brown one time, do you ever think we'll get a female president? He said, hell no, because he said, I know a lot of women that work with other women in higher power, and they can't stand them. And I'm one of them, because I work for them. I can't stand working for female lawyers. They are like, that's a male-dominated field, and they act like they have balls in between their legs, and they don't know how to treat women. You expect a man to treat you like that, not a woman. I would not vote for any woman that's in power. Mm. They get in power, not to be president. Hell no. They hormones be jumping. They want to act like they a man, and that's Hillary.
She was talking about pantsuits the other day.
Yeah, pantsuits with Kim, looking like Kim Jong Un.
Oh man, missed you guys.
We missed you too.
Hey, I'm always here. I just talk about other things.
I had my husband cracking up about that. She looked like Kim Jong Un with the pants. Did you see him? Or the Jetsons? They look like the outfits they wore in the Jetsons. Mm.
Does it feature cankles?
I just wish she would go away. She's such a narcissist. And like some woman said on CNN, she said, Hillary is starting to act like Donald Trump. I say, ain't no starting. She been acting like Donald Trump. Shit. You just noticing that?
She just does it for the attention, though.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to make herself desperate, too.
Yeah, they got plays about the Clintons. They write books almost every year.
And they ain't selling well. And I know they pay to get on the top seller list with them books. They pay to get on the top seller list.
Yeah, exactly. It's all a bunch of failed PR.
Yeah, because on Amazon, with her book selling, they keep the negative comments off. Yep.
Yeah. But media always spin it, right? And the media always just say, it's just the alt-right crazies. The conservatives lying about all the things that she's doing. But then they'll go, wait, we're saying it too. And they go, well, the alt-left are saying it too.
They'll go blame anybody but themselves.
Yeah.
But that's like the one thing. They don't take any kind of fucking accountability. They don't hold themselves responsible for this shit. That's why nothing will get done.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see, county. Let's see. Yep.
And Obama signed that thing in the law where the media could give us propaganda. So my head was like, oh, if Obama did that, that'd be on the news. I see, yeah, Obama passed a law where they don't have to tell you any truth.
So Cyrus Mistorius says, we need critical thinking. I'm not a big fan of what's going on in Israel. I mean, neither am I, neither are y'all. But seriously, Trump is the best president we have right now, and the Dems seem intent on breaking everything. The propaganda is on every level. And I'm not going to not call it out. That's kind of what I do like about the Trump supporters that do criticize Trump on the things that they don't like.
Yeah, they don't like him still being in Syria.
Yeah.
They don't like it. And a lot of them will go vote for Tulsi.
Yeah. And the thing is, the opposite isn't true for Democrats. They won't criticize Obama or Hillary Clinton for doing the things they don't like.
No.
So,
especially with all that shit happening in Libya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a disgrace. That was a total disgrace.
Exactly.
To see how that man was murdered, sodomized with a damn machete or something. That just makes me very angry. Very angry. They didn't criticize him for all them wars. That man didn't stop dropping Jones to the last day he was in office. 8 years. Assassinated a 16-year-old with a drone. It's just sick.
Yeah, assassinated Americans.
They try to hold Trump for transparency. Well, where were y'all at for Obama? Because all I heard was fucking crickets.
Exactly. And they didn't want to be criticized because the people just wanted to pander to identity politics and say, oh, that's like racist for going after Obama. No.
He's not African American. Fuck it, he's not.
Yeah, he ain't.
No, he's not African American. He ain't helped build this country. He done ruined it for a real African American run for president now. He done ruined that. He lived on his white side, basically. He went to the best schools. He lived in Hawaii. I didn't go to them places. And I really don't believe he was stopped by the cops. He gave that story. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Yeah.
And when he went to black colleges, he talked down to blacks. But then you see him go to the white colleges, he give them uplifting speeches. He was just like,
And yet Obama bombed an African country and
yeah.
fucking crickets. He lectured.
Yeah.
You're telling me he fucking lectured down to fucking black people and bombed an African country? I don't want to hear any kind of fucking lecturing coming out of his fucking mouth. I would actually tell that right to his face.
And when all the candidates, you ask them, well, what you going to do for black people? Well, I'm working for all Americans. Obama even said that. He said it. I'm like, why you want scared? What, we like kryptonite? We were promised something. We built this country from the ground. I mean, come on. Y'all work for everybody, help everyone else. And now they got words that you can't use for the LGBT community or you get in trouble.
They use all fucking words. Who cares? I was like, oh, they're going to get offended by a word. Oh, who fucking cares? Hey, if you're all for equality, you should respect the constitutional right to free speech and to say whatever the fuck you want, and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it either.
Well, they ain't even following that damn Constitution. Damn.
Well, they're heathens, and they're political heathens, and they claim that they're for everybody. All equality for all. Oh, you say something mean about our organization, we're gonna get scary, and we get triggered by words and not by actions, and yet they didn't go after the politicians that take money from foreign countries that drop gays off of tall buildings and go and slaughter them and stoning them to death. And those fuckers really need to shut the fuck up then.
They don't have a message. They don't talk about policies. Go after Trump on his policies. I thought they were the resistors. When he asked for defense money, he asked for a certain amount. They gave him more and voted for it. I'm like, this is resistance?
What's funny is I think they're utterly confused as to why things aren't working their way anymore. And they're just throwing everything they can at the wall just to see if anything sticks.
And the kitchen sink not sticking.
Even the food ain't sticking. Even the sticky food ain't sticking.
They running scared because they being investigated. Because to do a coup against the president, that has never been done. Well, they just been assassinated, but they can't do that today because there's too many cell phones out here and social media.
Yeah, and if something were to occur like that, then there will be then people will really fucking rise up against the fucking government, and there will be pitchforks and torches and lynching ropes. I hate to say it.
Yep.
And it won't be for any of the real people. It'll be them. And you know what? I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't fucked over the American people. And I'm actually going to sit back and grab some popcorn and sit and laugh.
Man, people call us Trump supporters. No, I don't like the man. But I like this. I like he don't bite his tongue. And then they make something out of it. He went to visit historically black college today. They're gonna say, "Oh, guess what he said? He said all this impeachment thing about me. This is what's going on with you guys in the criminal justice system." Well, what was wrong with him saying that?
Yeah.
I didn't find nothing wrong with it.
Heck, I hope he builds that wall in Colorado. I think it'd just be hilarious.
Build a wall in Colorado.
Did you hear that one?
No.
Oh, man, you guys gotta watch some of my videos. Trump, I think it was 2 days ago. He did a speech.
I gotta go and watch that video.
I thought it was hilarious. If you want, I
We're
can.
gonna build a wall in Colorado.
Yeah. I can't.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't join to play it. I could play it back for you guys, and you guys watch it on YouTube, and then I'll switch over. If y'all want.
I could watch it independently.
Okay. I'll give you guys the link so you guys can
Thank you.
go ahead and watch it.
But building a wall in Colorado.
He mistakenly said that, but it was just funny anyway.
That actually does sound pretty funny, though.
Hey, what you guys think about Shepard Smith leaving Fox News? He lost his mind too. He was a critical thinker at one time.
Who?
Tucker Carlson now. Shepard Smith from Fox News.
Oh.
The DNC infiltrated it now. Yeah,
they sure enough did, because I was shocked he went along with this Russia stuff. He was going on everything, just like Keith Olbermann. I'm like, wait a minute. I remember when Hillary was running against Obama, and Olbermann did a nice piece on Hillary Clinton. It was a scathing thing. And I'm like, well, he's alone. He goes with her now. It's just crazy. People lost their critical thinking.
That they did.
And I don't like Chris Tucker, but he's been on the money about all this stuff.
Let's see. So I sent you guys the link if you guys. Oh, you can share it if you want, so other people can watch it. Remember, I just can't. I can't share the videos since I have OBS recording. So, Eric, do you want to go ahead and share your screen and play that back?
Oh, the video?
Yeah, you could just play the part where he's. Well, in the description box on that video that I have on YouTube. There's a link to. I'll just give you the Twitter link. I at least do the full link on Zoom. What am I thinking? Here, play this one, Eric. Play that one. I sent you a link in Zoom.
Alrighty.
And go ahead and share the screen and click. Make sure you click on the share computer sound.
Alright. I will be right there.
Shirley, Eric, did you see that Chad Wilson is running as a candidate for the Green Party?
Really now?
Yeah.
Who?
Chad, remember? He used to be on with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his name and his photo up there.
Well, he's running for office?
Yeah, for president, for candidate for the Green Party for 2020. All right, here we go. All right. Wait, can you exit out of the share? And when you click on the share button, click on that checkbox that says play computer sound.
Share computer sound. Got it. Alrighty.
All right, go ahead.
Massive new investments are bringing thousands of energy jobs to states like Ohio and West Virginia that we mentioned, that we love. New Mexico, which I think we're going to win. You know why we're going to win New Mexico? Because they want safety on their border. and they didn't have it. And we're building a wall on the border of New Mexico, and we're building a wall in Colorado. We're building a beautiful wall, a big one that really works, that you can't get over, you can't get under. And we're building a wall in Texas. And we're not building a wall in Kansas, but they get the benefit of the walls that we just mentioned.
I'm like, he's just lying. He's lying his ass off, but I like him, and the people fall for it.
What's funny is all the people that are giving him a standing ovation after he says Colorado. But there's one guy who doesn't stand up. He's just like looking around. He's like, why are you guys standing up and clapping? You said Colorado. If you play that video back, you'll see that one guy just sitting down and not standing up.
That shocked me when you said he mentioned Colorado. I'm like, Colorado.
Oh, yeah. It was like a George W. Bush moment for Donald Trump right there.
But a funny one.
Yeah. Well, George W. Bush had a lot of funny moments because he was an idiot, but...
I love it when they threw that shoe at him in Iraq.
Yeah, he must have had practice because he dodged it like it was nothing.
Yeah, I still have that video saved to go back and look at it, crack up.
that was like a well-deserved video. Him throwing a
and that man got prison time for that crap.
Yep.
It was just a damn shoe. It wasn't a bullet.
Yeah. Remember when George W. Bush couldn't open the door in China to get out? He was giving Angela Merkel a shoulder rub, and then she like yelled at him. He was like, I don't know what I do now.
They pedophiles anyway.
Oh, man. That guy cracked me up. Who does these things?
I wonder if Creepy Joe Biden rubbed Angela Merkel's shoulders, or cankles for that matter.
I knew you were going to say cankles. Yeah. It's just like my wife. I always tell her, why do you laugh? She goes, it's the only thing I can do. That's us right here. We can't do anything unless we can laugh about it.
Because the people that don't like Trump, they so angry. They're really angry.
Yeah.
What's she angry about? He's going to get reelected again.
And it's all
no,
thanks,
he's
and
not.
it's all thanks to the DNC.
No, he's not going to get reelected. All them is running on. Oh, we don't care who wins. We just got to get Trump out of here. Trump ain't doing nothing to me. He ain't my boogeyman. He's your boogeyman. Y'all picked him. That's why we got him.
I think Snopes had an article now that they debunked that the Clintons wanted Donald Trump to run.
How they gonna debunk the WikiLeaks emails? It was right in there. She had Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, and Trump.
Yeah.
They thought that she was gonna beat them.
Well,
yeah.
I think
they can't debunk nothing.
Didn't the mainstream media report that Bill Clinton called Donald Trump to run in 2016?
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, who did that?
Nope.
I'll have to take a look. Do you remember who it was that said that?
WikiLeaks.
Oh, that was WikiLeaks?
Yep. WikiLeaks, that's their own writing and their own damn words. How they going to debunk something they wrote?
They reported that?
Yeah.
About the Trump-Bill Clinton call 2015?
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta go look that up.
Yeah, you gotta go look that up. I know it was in WikiLeaks, because they try to say, oh, that he edited, he doctored the document. No, he didn't. That's from those are your emails. Your names in Neera Tangent, John Podesta.
I'm looking at it. I mean, a couple places reported it, like even New York Times. Donald Trump and Bill Clinton chatted by phone before Trump announced candidacy. So it wasn't just WikiLeaks. Mainstream media reported it too.
Yeah, but they just say he talked to Donald Trump before he ran, right?
Yeah.
They ain't say that he asked him to run.
Yeah.
Think about running.
True.
But in WikiLeaks, it gives you the whole real deal.
Yeah. That is true. Let's see.
And people are like, oh, it's nothing about her emails. Are you crazy? And then they just found some more.
Well, Washington Post first reported it August 5th, 2015, saying former President Bill Clinton had a private telephone conversation late spring with Donald Trump at the same time that the billionaire investor and reality television star was nearing a decision to run for the White House, according to associates of both men. Four Trump allies and one Clinton associate familiar with the exchange said that Clinton encouraged Trump's efforts to play a larger role in the Republican Party and offered his own views of the political landscape.
They use the words on WikiLeaks. They good for doing that, the mainstream news.
Yeah.
Yep, she thought she could be... and that's sad to say. Ben Carson could have beat her. That's sad to say.
Well, they know it's so bad for Hillary Clinton that they have to set up her opponents for her.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, after all, Hillary Clinton made $1.2 billion. She made out fine. And end up pissing it away just like the gold shower girl she is.
All right, so Cyrus Mysterious is asking about the Pied Piper strategy being debunked, and here's the article I saw, and it was Snopes fact check. This was published 24th of October, so it was yesterday. Did Hillary Clinton get her wish that Trump would run for office? In Oak Claim resurfaced the newer, fancier closing by Bond Huberman. And the claim is miscaptioned. That's the rating. What the heck does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, Snopes ain't no damn good.
Yeah, we know that.
Didn't that guy run a porn thing or something at one time?
What, the person who found...
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think he was involved in porn. He's a joke. Yeah, all that stuff was in WikiLeaks, and a lot of people didn't read it.
Yeah. Well, the problem with this, they cite WikiLeaks said it, so therefore, pretty much, you can disregard it. But the thing is, Washington Post reported it, so yeah, Snopes, they're screwed either way to trying to
Yep.
what do you fidget that story? Oh man. Oh, good times. Except I don't think we're all this time since 2016, we did try, at least, right? We tried in many ways to open people's eyes about the Democratic and Republican Party, the one-party system. Try to get more involvement in the Green Party and other parties, and just reach out to a lot of people. Unfortunately, none of that made any difference at all.
Nope.
But I guess we're still going to keep going at it, though, right? Because what else is there to do?
Yeah, And Democrats keep saying Trump keeping the country divided. No, y'all are.
Yeah.
You keeping it divided. It ain't Trump. And I hate when people say, well, look what Trump's doing. Look what's going on in Syria and other countries. I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you right now. Don't act like all this shit started before Trump got in office. This stuff was here and happening. You just wasn't told about it. You have to do your research. I said Obama started 7 more wars while he was in office.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't believe it. They don't believe it. They still drinking that goddamn Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Remember General Wesley Clark even said it? He got that memo.
Yeah, because that list.
Yep.
You know that. What did you ever see that YouTube page? We Are Change.
Yeah. Luke Rudkowski.
Yeah. Well, they confronted him. They confronted Wesley Clark. So we asked him about that memo. He looked puzzled, like he didn't know what they was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad I don't. Unfortunately, I don't really trust We Are Change. But they do have some interesting stuff that they have.
Hey, I remember they made that loose change about the towers, though. I watched that. I was like, wow.
Like, because he said that on the Amy Goodman show with Democracy Now! I remember I used to like watching that show. I used to like her.
Yeah, it's a lot of shows I used to watch, like Tom Hartman, because Tom Hartman knows their history and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he hang up on people if they call and ask him a question. I'm like, it wasn't nothing wrong with that question. He is a devout Democrat, a devout one.
Yeah.
Because he used to have Bernie on his show every Friday. And after Bernie was cheated, he didn't talk about it or anything.
Yeah.
And it was Trump's fault. Everything was Trump's fault. Trump. Yeah, a lot of people stopped watching him. And Nicole Sandler, I used to watch her. And Randy Rose. Randy Rose just went crazy with that Russia stuff. I'm like, they're supposed to be independent. I can't believe they falling for this. Well, Ron Pacone came on Nicole Sanders' show one day, right? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing. This is the quickest goddamn interview I ever saw.
Really?
She started talking about, well, the Russia thing. I believe Trump. He was involved with Russia. Ron Pacone said, I don't believe that story. I don't believe it. It's not enough proof. She said, oh, well, I guess this is the quickest interview I ever done. I'm going to let you go. And she hung up on him.
Who is this again?
Nicole Sandler.
How do you spell the last name?
Sandler.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Cause she rants and raves on her show. I said I can't watch her no more because she rants and raves about Trump. Then one night she had to go spend the night in the hospital. She thought she was having a heart attack. And somebody asked her the next day, well, what did they find? The doctor said, they ain't find nothing. It must have been stress. Well, you're stressing yourself out being hyped and talking about Trump all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
Getting excited. Yeah. It don't make any sense. I stopped watching her.
And Trump derangement syndrome is real.
I was going to say that.
It is.
Eric.
It is.
Oh man!
It's a shame. It's people I was watching way before this election every day.
Yeah, same here.
And then she hung up on me one time, Nicole Sandler, when I called. Then I forgot what it was about, and I was talking about. She said, "How did you say that?" And she just hung up on me. I forgot what it was about, and she hung up on me.
That's crazy.
Like, damn, they don't even want to talk to you.
It's like with David Packman when he goes and hangs up on people. Or just sits there and lectures people. I'm like, I was like, if I ever called up, I'd be like, shut up, stop lecturing. I'm like, I'm the caller, you're supposed to listen to me. You are nothing more than a public servant. And you just lecture for propagandists. I would probably be like hung up right away. I was like,
and
yeah.
when the immigrant thing popped up under Trump, I'm like, why are they acting like this is something new? Obama did this shit. He deported more. He was deporter in chief. He deported more immigrants than any other president. And opened up them damn cages they had them locked up in. But they ain't say nothing about that.
And Rachel Maddow fake cried about that kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Feel bad for me. I'm crying and being virtuous.
Fake outrage. Fake.
Exactly.
I couldn't sell my soul enough to tell the truth. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Same here.
Yeah.
It's not that much money in the world. I'm sorry.
Yep. Telling you, that's why you guys gotta do your own show. I'd love to do Shirley and Eric's show, Friday night political talk.
That would actually be fun.
Hey, I'll host it for you guys if you want to do it all the time.
Sure.
Really? Shirley? You and Eric?
Oh, I can't say I would do it every Friday. Sometimes I take a break from that stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't help but find out things, though.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they opening up that Russia investigation as a criminal probe. They want Mueller's documents. I hope something come out of this. What the hell is going on? Oh, my computer. Shit.
Something wrong?
I hope something come out of it. I hope people get arrested.
What? What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, Shirley? What's going on?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. My computer acting kind of weird. And that Epstein case, well, they still trying to keep that covered up. Did anybody see this video? I forgot the guy's name. Oh, shoot. But the people got the video from him after Epstein supposedly had died, and he was at his compound. It looked like him.
Who was this?
Epstein. He was at his own compound after he
Oh,
supposedly had died.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Like just photo of him with some like agent next to him or something like that.
Or it could be like a double Epstein or something. 'Cause you know how they sure love to have them doubles of, politicians and, everyone else.
Don't Hillary have one too?
Yeah.
She needs one with her condition. I still never forget her on 9/11 at that celebration. She fell down. Her shoe came up. I was cracking up. I said, that is some funny crap.
Oh, she
was overheated. I'm like, it wasn't even hot that day. Stop wearing them goddamn pantsuits.
Oh, her collapsing into like a sack of potatoes and her being thrown in there.
Well, Lionel Nation called it his medical van. He said they got all kinds of medical equipment in here for. I was cracking up. Oh my God. Oh.
It's really insane.
Yeah. She just thinks she's entitled to that, and that's how them women that's in power, that's how they act. They think they entitled to stuff. And I don't work with people like that. I can't work with women like that.
What about if it was Jill Stein? Would be okay with that, Shirley?
Well, she don't act like Hillary.
Yeah.
She don't act like her. And she's a doctor. She's a caring person. Hillary don't care about no goddamn body. I wonder if she even care about her goddamn grandchildren.
She won't care.
Hey, gives one more vote to her when they're 18. She'll be like.
Vote for me!
She'll be 100 years old by then. But
Vote for me! I love you! Fucking vote for me!
And I think Chelsea's husband gonna get caught up in something because Hillary did something from overseas and made him go get some money real quick. Because his father was arrested. I forgot he was a senator or something, Medvinsky. And he did time in federal prison. I mean, it's just corrupt, and in Washington, they ain't working for none of us. None of us.
Yeah.
We gotta get on the streets like them in Paris. What they up to, the 50th day or more?
yeah, there's Paris. There's Hong Kong.
Well, Hong Kong, U.S. messing with that shit over there.
Yeah.
They messing over there. They messing over there. They ain't doing nothing in Paris. That's why the mainstream news is not talking about it.
Yep.
Mm.
Venezuela.
Online.
There's another South American country that's been going.
Chile.
Where's
Chile.
that?
Damn right. Yep.
Where at?
Chile.
Chile. Yeah, that's right. And then there's I mean, they shut down. They went after Julian Assange with the protests in Catalonia. And they go, "Hey, don't be defending Catalonia against Spain." That started the whole thing.
That sound like the U.S. was doing and that. Because all of a sudden, these South American countries, all these protests starting to happen.
Yeah.
But they forgot about the Paris protests. They want Macron ass out of there. And I love it when those countries be protesting and the president go and resign. I said, we need to do some shit like that then. You can get them scared. It's like the people got FDR scared.
Yeah, I mean, it worked in South Korea, remember?
Yeah.
Got the female president that was charged, that had corruption ties. And that's the thing is, I did a topic. It wasn't on topic back then, but it just focused on was like 5 of like 7 female leaders in countries had charges of corruption. It's like, come on, if you're gonna have women up there, don't be corrupt. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man in charge. It seems
remember that
corrupt.
Imelda Marcos? I forgot what country it was. It was a Latin country. Imelda, I think that's her name. Imelda Marcos. She had a bunch of shoes they was talking about. I guess her husband was corrupt. I think he was president of the country. I can't remember what country that was. I can't remember. Evan, y'all know what I'm talking about. The woman had a whole bunch of shoes, they were saying.
Imelda Marcos?
Yeah, that's it.
It's like left behind 1,220 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would want to do something with fucking 1,200 shoes? You say?
1,220.
1,220 fucking shoes. Oh my god.
She'd have to wear 4 pairs of shoes a day in order to wear all her shoes within a year.
That's fucking nuts.
That's entitlement.
4 different pair of fucking shoes? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, what's next? She's what? Does she wear her fucking shoes to bed too?
She probably has a shoe for everything. She takes a shower, it's her shower shoes. She goes to eat breakfast, it's her breakfast shoes. I
just love it. I'm thinking back when Obama was in office, he had a trip set for the Philippines, and the Filipino president said that bitch better not come over here trying to tell me how to run my country. And Obama canceled that trip quick.
What happened?
Obama had, before he left office, he had a trip planned to go to the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
And the Filipino president came out and said, that bitch better not come over here trying to tell me what to do with my country. And Obama canceled his trip real fast.
That's funny. It just proves that Obama's a pussy.
Hey, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he is.
I was looking at the pictures here. They got shoes for almost $1,700. Neiman Marcus.
Even if I had money like that, I could not spend that kind of money for no shoes, no pants, no shirt.
$1,700 for a pair of shoes? It better be like made out of gold.
Who the fuck would just want to go and pay for like a pair of shoes for like a fucking grand? That just sounds fucking waste.
Yeah. Oh, here's gator shoes for $6,500.
Jesus.
Gator boots. Holy crud.
Well, you got to keep up with the Joneses in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I think there's a couple of actresses, they didn't dress like that. They were thrifty shoppers. I said, now I liked her. I forgot what actress that was. She was a thrifty shopper. She said, I'm not spending $1 million. And then they went outfit one time.
Yep.
Spent all that money on outfit one time.
Well, I think for a lot of the actresses now, like when they go to the red carpets and stuff like that, they're given these dresses and stuff to wear. That way they get money for it. I don't think they get to keep the dress, but it's just part of it's like a fashion show. They want the actresses to wear it. They get people recognizing what they're wearing, because every time they're on the red carpet, they go, "What dress is that? Who's it made by?" Every time.
Those slippers cost $100. I be seeing these young girls with them slippers. I'm like, what do they make slippers with straps on the fucking back? And the kids be out there wearing them, going to school and stuff.
World
those
is weird.
They were $100. I'm like, they go on the bus with Jama bottoms on. I'm like, what the hell?
I want to see if they have what's the most expensive sock?
A $10,000 sock. It's guaranteed to make your foot so fucking comfortable. And it's just the same fucking sock as is like 6 pairs for fucking $10.
Well, there's woman's logo all over socks for $130.
Jesus.
Bresciani men's 100% pure cashmere, $200.
For a fucking guy?
Yeah. Oh, there's Pantherella socks. It looks like it's like 3 times 5.
That's why a lot of them go bankrupt, because they be doing their damn wardrobe.
Yeah. 15 socks for $1,075.
I don't even have that much of a wardrobe, and I can care less what I wear.
No way. This has got to be a joke. $10,009 for Nike SB show socks? That's gotta be.
And that ain't no joke. That's for real. They actually spend money on stuff like that. That's crazy.
You said Nike?
Yeah.
Oh, the Chinese slaves worked on that for like a fucking $1,000 sock, a sweatshop sock, comfortable sock for $1,000.
And the sock probably cost $12 to be made. And it's not top quality, because anything coming from China, and especially appliances, once it get broken, you're gonna have to replace. There ain't no sense to getting a repair, man. Especially for a TV.
Remember when they made fun of John Kerry's $200 haircut?
Oh God.
And then didn't he cheat on his wife who had cancer?
No, you thinking about John Edwards. He had a $400 haircut.
Oh, yeah. I got the wrong person right, but I didn't get the price. $400 haircut. $400 haircut.
Yeah, a $400 fucking haircut? You gotta be shitting me. $400 for a fucking haircut?
I feel like they should make a spoof where someone goes to get that $400 haircut. They just snip one little hair. $400, please. It looks great, Chet. I'll come back next month.
His hair was sharp, though. It was sharp. It didn't look $400 worth.
And then he got caught cheating on his wife, who is dying from cancer.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Those are our politicians.
Yeah. All of them laying there sleazeballs. Why don't Lindsey Graham come out the goddamn closet?
Who?
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham.
Is he?
You can't tell?
No, I'm retarded.
I watch his mannerism and stuff, and I'm checked on him. I said, that man never been married to a woman at all. They say that's why he fall in line. The CIA got his secrets. So they hack their computers to get all information on them, their family members and stuff.
Jeez.
That was in WikiLeaks too.
That was Vault 7, correct?
What'd you say, Eric?
Vault 7?
I believe so. That's what the CIA really got. They ought to kill Assange. That man was in court. He barely could talk and defend himself.
That's sad.
It's a shame. It's sad. Oh, they loved him when Bush was in office, started that war. He came out with all that information. The Democrats loved him. They're so fucking hypocritical, it's not funny.
Yeah, the Democratic Party is just pretty much a party of opportunism nowadays.
Yeah, yep. But black folks done caught on to them now. That they need our votes. Big time.
Which I don't think that they'll get it anyway.
And that's why they going for those goddamn immigrants. I was like, why are they working for these immigrants so goddamn hard now all of a sudden?
They're that desperate. They're desperate and they're willing to... they're that desperate to... They're that desperate to get immigrants from other countries and export them, give them free shit, and be like, hey, can you go and vote for us in exchange? And go and fucking mislead them.
Yeah.
And then go and fuck them over in the very end. I'm like, oh,
and
we're gonna give you this free shit, but we're gonna take it from you again, and we're gonna take it from you. That's actually.
That's what kills me. They give them free health care when they come in. They get the welfare. And I heard a store employee say, "Yeah, man, them families are getting a lot of money in food stamps." And she was like, "You try to go get it, you ain't even getting a fraction of what they getting." And you're from the United States, and you can't get health care. So, oh, we don't have the money. Well, seems like you got a lot of money for defense.
Got a lot of money for the defense. Got a lot of money for their illegal immigrants and how they want to go and use them as a voting bloc, so they can go and funnel in even more votes and just go and mislead them and misguide them.
And our dollar don't mean shit. They just keep printing money, and all they do is borrow from the Federal Reserve to pay off Israel every year. And that's taxpayers' dollars.
I mean, the only only politicians and those who actually fund politicians, those are the ones that should be paying taxes, not us. It shouldn't be our burden for them. I mean, the way I actually do see it, they are, they're public servants. They're supposed to serve the public.
Yeah,
and
Israel gets what, $3.3 billion now from the U.S. government?
And they don't need the money.
Nope.
They don't need the money. They give their people what we've been asking for to get here.
Eagle played an anchor. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, test out your mic. I think he has issues with this setup. He'll join in, I guess, when he's ready. Just say something when you think you're ready.
Who's this coming on?
Eagle playing an anchor. He's been on before a couple times. He's an anarchist like me. Oh man. Oh. Nah, I think he's still setting up. You hear that James and oh, we kind of hear you. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, there we go. How you been?
Yeah, just give me a sec, guys. I'm in McDonald's. Give me a sec.
All right. Shirley, Eric, did you guys know Stevie and James got married?
They did?
Yeah.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
When was this?
Well, wait a minute. He was engaged to somebody else when he was in California.
Was he?
Yeah. It was some woman.
Are you sure?
And then when I saw him, I said, he done moved to Virginia and living with Stevie.
Yeah. He got married.
Wow.
Surprising.
Wow.
There's someone else that got hooked up, but I won't let you guys know yet because I don't think they let it out.
Oh.
But so you guys know them two pretty well too. They're together. There's another couple that are together. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Huh.
Eric's surprised.
I'm lost of words.
Got your turn, Eric.
Congratulations to Stevie and James.
Yeah. When you guys get a chance to see them, you can congratulate them. Yeah. I just Eric, you're still amazed.
I I am.
Just wait till the other couple come out and tell people. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like that again. Yeah, instead of engaging in politics, we should just do like get people together and we'll just have like a get together service.
You mean a dating service?
Yeah, a dating service. Come on in. And yeah, that'd be funny. You know what? That could work. It's like, here, I have a guest today, or someone comes in. You go, okay, people, this person, tell us about yourself. Anybody who wants to join in and hook up with this person, come on in. I mean, that could work.
And probably you'll get 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, you'll get like 1 million viewers. There'll be like 100 people in the waiting room. I'm surprised no one's done it yet. I think it'd get big.
I mean, they did that stuff on like TV.
Yeah.
But that was all scripted. But on here, it would be unscripted and it'd be real.
Yeah. It'd just be totally random. I had a friend who was on one of those like bachelorette type of shows. I mean, he was someone I was friends with when I was back in like what 5th, 6th, 7th grade, but then things kind of everyone got older. But yeah, it's funny, weird watching him on this like bachelorette show competing against 2 other guys. But just weird. And then he was one of these like suave guys, right? Is like like a group of us, we'd go out and we just see him talk with any girl he wants to talk with, and they'll just start blushing, and it's like, man, how does he do that? And then the last I heard before someone told me he was on this reality dating thing, was like he was having an affair with like one of his college professors who was married with 2 kids or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I could see that happening. Anyways.
I can't stand those kind of
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Ebon?
Hey, how are you doing? McDonald's, really?
Hey.
What are you doing at McDonald's?
Oh, I just needed a Coke, man. But yeah, that's bad enough, I know. Hey, Shirley, how you doing, Shirley? I talked to you a long time ago. I was going by the name Matt then, my real name. We were talking about that Philly shooting when they had they were pouring blood all over their hands and stuff.
Shirley, can you hear him?
Do you remember that,
You
Shirley?
were talking about duck shooting.
No, the fake shooting.
Yeah, where that police officer was putting blood all over his hands or something.
Oh, here in Philadelphia. Yeah. Well, that police commissioner was let go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our police commissioner. I knew he was going to go there because SWAT wanted to go in there. He told them no, so we got men in there. And they were not happy. So we got this female.
Is that where you're from? Is that where you're from, Shirley?
Yeah, Philly.
Oh, nice.
That's where it happened at. Yeah.
That's why we call her Shirley, the Philly Queen.
The city of brotherly love.
Well, yeah, right. They know a lot of gentrification, especially Temple University.
I don't think I've ever been to Philly, but I've been to Pittsburgh.
You have? When you come to Philly, you got to get a cheesesteak.
Oh, yeah. That goes without saying. And like in New York, you got to get a slice of pizza.
Yeah. But you don't have to go to Pat's or Geno's. They're not the only one. I don't know why people keep mentioning them. But I know one of the best ones is DLS Sandals. They have in Roxborough. They always have a long line outside.
What's the trick of the Philly cheesesteak? What's so good about that one? Is it like the sauce or something? The marinade?
Well, you gotta make sure you order the right cheese, because some people order something else instead of Whiz, or you can go with a Whiz or American. But if you don't order either or, they be ranking you. And then some, they have the ribeye steak, like the whole thin slice, and they put it on a roll. But then I like the kind that's chopped up.
You're making me hungry, even though I don't eat that stuff.
I don't eat it all the time. It's just a craving. You get urge. You don't eat it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like 400 pounds if you ate it all the time, surely.
Yeah. And then the Philly pretzel. That's good too.
I've never had the Philly pretzel. That sounds good. I've had some good German pretzels. Whew. Oh, man. Those Germans know how to make pretzels.
I never had a German pretzel. Matter of fact, I don't think in Reading Terminal they got it. No, they do have a German place that makes a lot of bratwurst and stuff like that. But they don't have pretzels, though. Yeah, if you ever come to Philly, you got to try the Reading Terminal.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be traveling very much. I hope so.
It's a whole bunch of eateries in there. You got the Amish in there, and
I know once my kids grow up and I show them Rocky and Rocky 2, actually, I'm gonna take them to Philly then.
Okay, I'm gonna take them to the art museum steps.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a funny show. It's one
I
of those.
watched it.
Hey, man. Master of karate. And
It's basically a show of like 4 idiots, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's got Danny DeVito, man. It's so over the top. Their humor is I don't know. It's my type of humor. I love it.
It's those cringe humor.
Is it funny? Taxi?
No, it's not like Taxi. It's cringe humor. It's like they're doing something so stupid and it's like they don't understand societal norms type of thing. And just they behave in ways that just make you cringe.
It sound like the Big Bang Theory.
No.
No, that's a little more PG compared to It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny is like rated R humor. It's almost like dark humor.
Oh, really?
South Park.
Yeah. It's kind of like South Park.
Oh, I used to watch South Park.
South Park season 20.
I don't know why I got away from it.
South Park is great, I think. Those guys are geniuses.
They're willing to tackle down any kind of subject that I could actually see.
I'm surprised they're still going.
China. They
those guys they're not typical Hollywood. Matt Parker and Trey Stone, or maybe I have that backwards.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Yeah. They're like libertarians. They're like anti-government and stuff. It's pretty cool.
And also, season 23 has actually been their best season so far. Like when it comes to the newer seasons. With me, I wasn't too much of a fan for season 22. Only some episodes, but not all of them. But when it comes down to season 23, hands down, this actually has to be one of the best newer seasons that are out there. Also, South Park got banned in China because how they really, really mocked China big time in the second episode. Oh, they really, really went after China. Also, they made fun of Disney as well.
I'm gonna have to watch.
I'm not that big of a fan, but I like that one where they went after Scientology, and the guy Chef who was on the show. He quit, and he said he was going to quit if you attack Scientology because he's a Scientologist, and they did it anyways, and he quit.
Didn't they have Tom Cruise in the closet in that episode?
Might have been. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah, and one episode, like 200 to 201. Yeah, they had like these super best friends, and one of them was Muhammad, and then apparently it was like very, very offensive at the time. It's like, oh, you can't do that to Muhammad. You know, he's a Muslim prophet, and you can't make fun of him.
Muhammad, Durka Durka, Jihad. That's from World Police Team America.
And also it got the superhero Super Best Friends also banned as well, an old episode.
Yeah, you know, what I got the opportunity to see was their they had a musical that was called The Book of Mormon. I saw it in Pantages, and I'm not kidding. I never thought I would go to a musical, but it was fantastic. They managed to not make fun of the Mormons, you know, religion, but still just like it was hilarious. You know, it was genius.
I won't hold it against you. One of my favorite movies is Dirty Dancing. Although it's not a musical, it's not really a man's.
Oh yeah, man! I love that. I love that song. I love the ending. It's great.
I had a crush on Jennifer Grey. That was part of it.
Me too.
Yeah, but it's she can't really get any acting roles. She can't get acting roles now.
Yeah, and it's too bad what happened to Patrick Swayze too. He died so young at Panther.
He's a good actor.
She got a nose job, and she looked totally different.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck she get a nose job for?
I don't know.
Damn.
She looked good before that.
Yeah. Keep what the Lord gave you. Shit.
Yeah, it's
hard for her to get jobs because of that nose. Because everybody remember her face from little Dirty Dancing.
What was I gonna say? Also, with season 23 of South Park, they had the continuation of mocking China, and they said "fuck the Chinese government," and like the characters like "fuck the Chinese government."
What's funny is the thing is whenever some system starts banning South Park, they just double down. That's what I like about them. It's like, okay, well, now they can't like ban us twice, so might as well go all in.
Oh yeah, and their apology letter was so satirical it wasn't even serious. They just were like, okay, we're actually gonna make something funny about this. And
I'm gonna have to watch some of their stuff, especially with what's going on now. It's like isn't like the whole NBA they had to like backtrack on what's going on with Hong Kong?
Yeah,
that was LeBron. That was LeBron James. He don't know his damn history.
Yeah. I hate that guy, and he's a Laker too. And I've been a Lakers fan my whole life, but I never wanted him on the team. I don't like that guy at all.
Magic Johnson got his ass away. That's why he quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was a Kobe
history.
I was a Kobe Bryant fan.
Oh yeah.
Wait, was that Shirley? I said he don't know his history about what Hong Kong was over there protesting, and he also in the black community in Ohio. He never said anything about Tamir Rice being killed by that cop. He just jumped out the car and killed that 12-year-old boy. He never said anything. Yeah. And he's a big Hillary Clinton supporter too, so factor that in.
Who's that, Magic Johnson?
Shit.
No,
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron, yeah.
Yeah, I like Kobe Bryant. I gotta tell you how I met my wife story one day. I'll tell it to you one day. It involves Kobe Bryant.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
never-
I mean, when I was going in high school, that's when he was coming up because he's like a year or two older than me. And I was a good ball player. I'm 6'5", and I was top 50 in California CIF, the state, for seniors.
Nice.
I was a pretty good player. Yeah. And like I loved Kobe, man. And then when Kobe retired, I stopped watching basketball.
I stopped
ain't
watching
care
basketball
for
like 4
Kobe.
years ago. Was that Shirley?
I didn't care for Kobe.
He was a good player.
I liked Allen Iverson. He's one of my favorite players. He was played at Philly for
Well,
years.
hell yeah, that's my buddy. Because the Sixers, they've been right since he left.
Yeah, I love Allen Iverson. Man, the NBA is just not the same.
Yeah. He carried them to the playoffs, man. I mean, he had nobody on that team.
I actually like going back and watching old replays and stuff with the older players, because it's nowadays it's just guys launching threes. And,
yeah. I mean, I loved the Steve Nash era. Kobe and the Lakers against Nash and the Phoenix Suns. Those were some good games.
Best. That was my favorite, dude. I'll never forget that game. And when they won and Swish Parker got the steal and they went to overtime. Oh my God, that playoff series was unbelievable. we ended up losing. Tim Thomas hits a 3 in Game 7 to win the game. But that one game that they won is what I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
Yeah. Kobe had some clutch plays too.
The thing with him is he would do everything. He wouldn't. It's not just he would score. If we needed the rebound, he would get the rebound. Or the steals,
blocks. He did everything.
But he wasn't Iverson, though. He wasn't an Iverson.
Well, Iverson was
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Iverson was just a different player. I mean, it's hard because he's the point guard, shooting guard. He's only 6 foot?
6'1".
6'1". But I mean, he didn't have a supporting cast, but he can't do it alone, even though he was like the highest scorer for like 1 or 2 seasons. But usually he's always top 5 scorer.
Yeah, but I mean, he was so smooth the way he take the layups. He would just go by these guys, cut through everybody.
Yeah,
he's a fun player to watch.
Yeah, it sucks how they just let him go. It's like they could have traded for him.
Jordan, didn't he shook Jordan in one game?
Oh, he shook a lot of people.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah,
because his crossovers they fooled a couple of people. And the only reason they cut him was because he made that one comment. Practice? What you talking about? Practice?
Yeah, practice.
That's like a never-ending meme. It's like it's gonna go on forever.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and they do it, and they do the anniversary of it, and I'm like, why you got to talk about that? He's gone now.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he had a point. Look, he's on that team for his entire career. He plays. He's not a selfish player. I mean, he can score, but he passes a lot to get his teammates involved. He plays defense, and he's getting older. And I mean, if he wants to not practice as hard because it just takes him a lot longer to recover. Plus, they were playing him. He was playing the most minutes on the team. I mean, there's so many excuses you could say that, but still, I mean, I think the team should have been there for them, the coach as well.
No, that's my issue with when Kobe hurt his knee right before the playoffs at one of his last seasons. Kobe shouldn't be playing 40, however many minutes it was in the last game of the season. We should have already had the playoffs. It's that was just so unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's different if you're like 23 and saying practice. What are you talking about practice? But when you're like 32, you say, look.
No! I got a good conspiracy for you guys. It's just funny. It's my own, but because when I was in the military, no matter what your complaint was, if you were injured or sick or whatever, they'd give you Motrin, which is ibuprofen. Right? It's like no matter what it was. And I always thought it didn't work because what is this stuff? But now that I'm older than 35, I'm like, man, that's stuff. I think that's the conspiracy. Ibuprofen doesn't start working until you're like 35 or older.
I don't know. I had a teammate in high school. He played football. He was just one of those bigger sophomores who made it to varsity, and he just play a lot. He would take like a bottle of ibuprofen, just chug it before practice, every game.
Oh, that's not good for your liver.
Yeah, I know.
No,
But I mean, kids these days,
they wouldn't give it to their dog.
yeah. But I mean, kids these days, they want to compete at a high level. They get that opportunity. They want to make it to college. They want to make it to NFL. I mean, it's hard for them to be able to do that. But first, you got to get the opportunity. And once you have the opportunity, you don't want to let that opportunity go.
Yeah, my cousin, he just got signed by the Mariners for like their AAA or whatever. But he's a right-handed pitcher, so I don't know how far I'll get. You got to be left-handed to get really far in the major leagues to have a better team.
But the Mariners always had a pretty good bullpen, so he can at least play, be a part of that.
Well, yeah, he's got to go through the farm, the farm system, AAA and stuff. But it's pretty cool because he didn't. He was draft day came along and he didn't get drafted. He's like, well, all right, I guess I'm not going to play baseball anymore. And the next day, to see all the Mariners call him up and like, hey, we're picking you.
Nice. Yeah, I used to live in Seattle, so kind of familiar with the Mariners, and they like to save money. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, actually, I saw one game one time in the Mariner Dome when Ken Griffey Jr. was playing there, and
yep.
And yeah, but no, my cousin, he plays the AAA or whatever it is, or single A, I don't even know. But it's down in Arizona.
Yeah, I remember Ken Griffey Jr. days. They had a pretty good team, and then Ichiro came, and man, they did well for a couple of seasons, but management, it always comes down to management. Yeah, no, I'm still a Dodger fan, and my mom used to take me to. When we didn't have much money, and she'd take me there on my birthday, and we'd sit like way up high. Have you ever been to Dodger Stadium, man? It's like dangerous up there. It's so high up, and but I'm still a fan of it. But my sport now, I don't even follow American sports. My sport now is soccer, like European soccer, English Premier League, because there's no the sports in America. It's almost like how corporations work and stuff. It's there's salary caps and this and that, and in the Premier League, there's 20 teams, and at the end of the season, the bottom 3 teams get demoted, and like owners lose like millions when that happens. Yeah. And in the league below, they promote up, and it's just you're always playing for something. Because I remember in the NBA, the Lakers would be trying to lose. Because they want to get a better draft pick. That's not competitive. Yeah. Yep, I know what you mean. I always had conversations. What if the NBA did that same thing? Where the top 3 teams, they just don't play the next year. It'd be so much fun. It's competitive all the way through. And then they have this thing called Champions League. So like the top, couple teams in each league, like in the English league, the Spanish league, the Italian league, they have this tournament that goes on for 6 months, and it's like the biggest thing. You got Barcelona playing against Manchester United and stuff, and it's awesome. Yeah, I actually like the Champions League than the regular league. It's just a little bit more exciting. Well, no, if you follow a team, that's how I got hooked. If you pick a team and you follow it, that's how you get hooked. And then because you follow everything they're doing, and you're just there's so much going on, and if your team gets a high place, maybe you can build a new stadium next year. That's how it works. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I like certain teams, but I just like the game. Like I could never fall into I'm in Seattle, I got to root for Seattle. It's like no, or I'm in Boston, I got to root for Boston. Well, my thing was I never got into it. I was like, why am I not into this? I traveled the world, and the rest of the world likes it. And I'm like, okay, they've got to know something. There's got to be something to this. And I finally figured it out. But yeah, it's a great sport. I just don't like all the flopping around is all. Yeah, well, it depends on the player. But yeah, I agree that can be kind of annoying. But out here in LA, man, we got Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the LA Galaxy. I don't know if you're familiar with him. Ibrahimovic. Yeah, he's 6'5", man, and he's so he's got a big head. And you got to have that to play in Los Angeles. Like for instance, when he came out here,
he took a full page ad out of the LA Times, and he wrote at the top, it said, "Dear Los Angeles," and at the bottom of the paper it said, "You're welcome." Signed Zlatan.
Well, that's the thing is all the famous European players, they retire in the U.S. league and they get a big fat paycheck.
Yeah. And then it's good for the league out here, though, because people go to the games. Because otherwise, it's not worth watching a bunch of Americans.
Yeah. Well,
we get there, though. If just wait until we have guys like LeBron James with that kind of athleticism to start playing soccer. We'd be dominating the World Cup.
I don't know about that. Well, like Steve Nash, he was really good because he attributed to playing soccer all the time.
Yeah. Kobe was a big soccer fan too.
Yeah, and so it helps with their footwork. I mean, the way that they move, I think it's good. All right.
Guys, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. We don't seem to have those 8-hour episodes anymore, surely.
No.
But
8 more hours. 8 more hours.
We've had episodes where Eric is actually falling asleep while we're having conversations.
No. He fell asleep. Remember?
Yeah, he did.
That's so funny.
Yeah, those are good times. All right. Thanks for coming on, you guys.
Thank you, Eva, for hosting. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming on, Shirley. Thank you for coming on, Eagle.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Eric, and good talking to you again, Shirley. You guys have a good night.
Okay.
And remember, vote blue no matter who.
Oh, hell no.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, everyone in chat.
Everyone.